What's goody, everybody? Welcome back. The NBA season is officially over. Nikola Jokic is your finals MVP. No surprise there. Happy for him. Second top two player in the NBA. It's either him or Giannis. I don't really care who you have. It's either him or Giannis, but those are the one and two. And congratulations to Denver again. But before I go any farther, I just want to say that if you are about to be talking shit, saying because of my prediction about Heat and six, congratulations. You picked a one seed to beat an eight seed. Like, phenomenal. Like, really, great job. Almost like a one seed is supposed to be an eight seed. And this team should have lost. Miami Heat team. They should have lost to the Bucks. Giannis got injured. If Giannis didn't get injured, it probably would have been Bucks Nuggets. Now, the Nuggets probably still would have won regardless because the Bucks didn't look all that hot anyways. But the Knicks, they sucked. They have one player, and that one player carried them in the first round. Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, they suck. Let's be real. But they they were able to keep all the Knicks role players down, and that's why they won the next series. Enough said after that. Jalen Brunson's their only player. Let's be real. And then the Celtics, they were bullshitted the first 3 games of that series, and it bit them in their you know what. And they had no business losing to the Heat. Now, Jimmy Butler was hurt this series, so let's be real. Like, we're not going to put a lot of slander on Jimmy Butler, even though he was kind of pathetic in the finals. But I'm not going to hold it against you because you beat the Bucks. You did what you had to do. This Miami Heat team was an 8 seed though. Like, they shouldn't have. They had no business being in the finals. But congratulations to the Heat on a great season. You should get Damian Lillard on your team. I would trade Tyler Hero. Um, you gotta. I think Gabe Vincent's going to be gone, but you don't really have enough to trade for Dame. That's just my only problem with that. But Dame to the Heat, that's a match made in heaven. That's exactly what you need because Jimmy Butler, as good as he was and as good as he's shown he can be in the playoffs, he's not really a dominant one option. And Bam isn't a two option. So getting a guy like Dame would be great for y'all. But congrats, Heat, on a great season. You weren't even supposed to make it out the first round. You almost weren't even supposed to make it out the play-in, and you made it to the NBA Finals. So congratulations. It was a phenomenal season. Eric Spoelstra, you're definitely the best coach in the NBA as of right now. Mike Malone is definitely top three, though. Now let's talk about the Nuggets. Nuggets, congratulations again. People are going to hold it against you that you played 2 8 seeds, a 4 seed, and then a 7 seed. I'm not. Every finals is, and with the exception of the bubble was some BS. Let's be real here. But with the exception of that season, every finals is well deserved and well won. Like, you can't really put an asterisk based on seeding. Now, first round seeding, yeah, but once you get into the second round and third round, the best team advances. So you're playing the best team that's possible. So, like, don't you can hold the first round matchups against people, but you can't hold the second, third, and definitely not the finals. Like, the Nuggets had no control of who they were playing in the East. Like, so I'm not holding that against. This is a well earned ring. Now it'll be interesting to see next year since my Suns for a little bit longer, depending on what the Chris Paul situation. No, I'm just kidding. I'm staying loyal with Phoenix, but we won 2 games against y'all. So I'll be interested to see that series next year, especially when Kevin Durant has a full season with the Suns. So that's definitely my pick to win the Western Conference next year is my Phoenix Suns. But the Nuggets, they can definitely be right back here, but it's hard to repeat. It's hard to, like, as we've seen, the Celtics and the Heat are the only teams that have made it, and it's because the East really hasn't been good since the 90s, let's be honest. But anyways, so Nuggets, well earned. Bro, what is that? I swear I keep seeing these things in my camera that I don't see them IRL, if that makes sense. But besides the point, Nuggets well earned, great season. You'll definitely be ready to compete, blah, sorry, barring any injuries. But Michael Porter Jr. low-key sucks. Let's be honest. You're paying him way too much money. So if you could get rid of him, that'd be nice. Bruce Brown, Christian Braun are great. The only thing this Nuggets team needs to going forward is probably some more size because Aaron Gordon and Jeff Green, they were. Sorry, my screen froze, so I didn't really know what was happening. But anyways, as I was saying, the Nuggets team only really needs to fix their interior size, like off the bench. I mean, yes, Jokic is going to be a Nugget for life. That he's won his ring. He's staying put. He's not leaving Denver, but like you need bigger guys coming off your bench. It'll be interesting to see if Ish Smith and DeAndre Jordan retire. Maybe Jeff Green. You got, I mean, you just need that veteran leadership. A guy I would target if you could get rid of Michael Porter Jr. is definitely Jay Crowder. But I also like Michael Porter Jr. at the same time for them offensively. It's just he's really highly paid. And let's be honest, his IQ is probably equivalent to a snail. Like, he sucks defensively. Like, he has no IQ. He looks lost. Like, if you need to give him a map on defense, he sucks on defense. But he did have a good showing in the final game. And then, like, I remember this blatantly. They were talking about how, sorry, need to refresh my brain. They're talking about how Michael Porter Jr. was closing the game, unlike he did in the last two games. And then immediately after they said that, he took a stupid shot, knowing his IQ. He took a very, very dumb shot, right? And then he got pulled out for Bruce Brown, who makes a layup, offensive rebound to put him up. And I think they can win without Michael Porter Jr. Now, just no one's going to take that contract. But anyways, congratulations, Nuggets. Very happy for Jamal Murray. If you're oblivious and didn't know, he tore his ACL 2 years ago, missed the last two playoffs. Nuggets got swept, and they got gentlemen swept when they lost, which means they lost in 4 and 5 games. And Jamal Murray just got a ring, and I'm very happy for Jamal Murray, and that was great. Now I'm gonna look at the box score, but just congratulations, Nuggets. This was well deserved. You're the best team in a competitive West, and you played the Heat. I mean, the Heat weren't really that great. You exposed them, and I think that just shows how good this Nuggets team was because the Bucks couldn't expose them. The Bucks are way more superior. Like, I don't care what you say. Oh well, Giannis was hurt, but Drew Holiday, Bobby Portis, Brooke Lopez, and Chris Middleton all should be better than freaking. All right, Jimmy Butler is better than all of them. I'll give you that, but Brooke Lopez has not. Him and Bam have not been comparable all season, and then all of a sudden, Bam is better than him. Like, really? Like, Tyler Hero was hurt. Like, the Bucks, they got embarrassed. The Celtics got embarrassed. The Knicks sucked, so I can't even say much about them. But everyone was penciling them into the Eastern Conference Finals. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay on topic with the Nuggets, but I'm just very disappointed in the Eastern Conference teams. But let's check the box score. All right, so we got the box score coming up, but as always, I like to focus on this thing right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. It's called a mouse, right? But Miami won the first, won the second, and then they lost the third and fourth quarter. And I just think the Nuggets, Mike Malone was able to instill a fire under the Nuggets, especially after the loss in game 2. So seeing that, it just took a really well coached team to beat the Heat. Say what you want. Mike Budenholzer, I've never been a fan of him. Like, if the Bucks didn't win the finals when they did, he would have been fired after that year. I don't like Tom Thibodeau as a coach at all. And then Joe Mazzulla was his first year, and Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in the NBA, in my opinion, especially having taken an 8 seed all the way to the finals. So Missoula's going to get outcoached in that situation. But Mike Malone was able to keep the Nuggets team going, and that's really, I think, more than anything, like Jokic has the highest IQ in basketball. Jokic is definitely the smartest player in the NBA right now. Um, Whether you want to say he's the best or not, that's really up to you. I have him at second behind Giannis, but the fact is, Jokic is the smartest player, and Mike Malone is the top 3 coach. So they were able to beat this Heat team pretty handedly, and props to them. They did what teams that should have done it sooner couldn't. So good job, Nuggets. All right, looking at the box score, Jimmy Butler, you have 21, you had like 12 of this in the last 2 minutes of the game. So yes, I guess you showed up in the fourth quarter, but where the hell were you the whole game, bro? Like, I was disappointed in you. Kevin Love only had 3 points. I wouldn't be surprised if he retired, let's be honest. Bam Adebayo, Bam Adebayo. Now, I'm gonna be making the most underrated players I'm gonna be making a lot of lists of mine in the off season because there's not really much to talk about or watch and react to. But Bam Adebayo is definitely top 3 most underrated players in the NBA. Now, Bam Adebayo isn't even a second option on a championship team, let's be honest, but he played his heart out. He played better than Jimmy Butler in the finals. Now, I know Jimmy Butler was hurt. I'm not going to say anything like Bam is better than him, but Bam played better than him. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm sorry, but whatever. But yeah, Bam is really underrated criminally. Gabe Vincent was really off. He wasn't really the same this postseason after his ankle injury. So that just happens. And then Max Strus, I think most of these points are in the first quarter. I was like, ooh, like when I was watching it, like he had taken the first quarter, but then he lost it really, really fast. But whatever. I guess he was in a 2K game, right? Caleb Martin played a good game. Kyle Lowry would play a good game, but I'm pretty sure he was a plus like 17 at one point in this game, and then it was plus 5. So again, the Nuggets just outsmarted the Heat, and the Nuggets were better at every position except for, honestly, y'all think Aaron Gordon was better this series than Jimmy Butler? Now, I'm not, by no means am I saying is Jimmy Butler worse than Aaron Gordon, but like I'm just saying, was Aaron Gordon better than Butler this series? I mean, you can make a debate for it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd go that far, but Nuggets were basically better at every position this series. Aaron Gordon, 4 points, 7 rebounds. He is in foul trouble, but whatever. Michael Porter Jr. All right, just look at this box score. Look at the plus minuses for the starters. The only minus is Michael Porter Jr. He had 16 points and 13 rebounds, and it might have been the most non-existent impact double-double I've ever seen, besides maybe Andre Drummond's. But Andre Drummond was the first option when he was getting double-doubles, and there's a reason the team sucked. Like, let's just be honest here. So that's really a non-impactful double-double, but you're making $185 million, right? Yep, I think so. Jokic, I mean, I'm not even surprised. The only thing I'm surprised about in this whole stat line, he only missed 4 shots, 2 free throws. That was a little shocking. But he had 4 turnovers. That might have been a high in the postseason for him. And then Murray had 6. Murray was a little off tonight. I'm not gonna lie, but it's whatever. He still got the job done. Yeah, a little off. He only had 14 points. I mean, he had 8 rebounds, 8 assists, but 6 turnovers and 14 points for a little bit. I don't know. I but again, this Nuggets team was so good that they could, like, if they didn't have the players and the grit and grind and the coaching that they did, they probably wouldn't have won this game, but they did. Now, if they're playing against a team like my Suns, a team like the Celtics or Bucks, like who should have been in this series, they probably wouldn't have won this. I still think the Nuggets would have won in 6 games, no matter who they played, but that's just my personal opinion. Bruce Brown, 10 points. Yep. Very impactful. Christian Brown was good. When I saw DeAndre Jordan on the court, I was like, this better be Buddy's last game, bro. Like, he needs to retire. Like, you won your ring now. Time to leave the league, all right? Adios, amigos. And then, especially you, Ish Smith, you get passed around. Reggie Jackson, like, all three of those guys should honestly retire. End on a high note. Congratulations if you retired, since I won't make a video talking about y'all if you retire. I don't know. I might, but most likely I'm not. So congratulations, y'all got your ring. Now you can retire. But congratulations, Nuggets. Oh, Jeff Green too. You can retire too, brother. Proud of you, Uncle Jeff Green. But anyways, congratulations to the Nuggets. Tomorrow I'm probably going to make a video on the best landing spots for Scoot Henderson. So if you want to let me know in the comment section where you think he should be going next year, because I honestly think the Hornets or the Blazers should trade their pick. Now, will they do it? Maybe not. Well, only time will tell, but I'm making a video on that. So let me know where you want to see Scoot Henderson next year. And as always, it's been Bull Toots with Jay Hoopa. Bye.